Hi, Anton here. So I wonder how many of you make this mistake, and this has to do with the foot position on your pedals. And here we have a bad example. So take a look at the bottom left. Those are my pedal inputs. That's the blue, red and green. And the blue is my clutch pedal. And as you can see over here, I am resting my foot on the clutch pedal. And that limits the power output to the rear tires. Since we are rear wheel drive, we're drifting a rear wheel drive car. And we are also riding the clutch again here, and that's really bad for our clutch because we're overheating the clutch. However, in the simulator in Assetto Corsa, most people are concerned with the performance, and that would be limiting the power output to the rear tires. However, of course, if you translate it to real life, then you can expect damage to the car. So notice me again, this is the replay of me riding the clutch over here in the bad example, so don't rest your foot on the clutch. Make sure that when you are using the pedals, you don't rest your foot unnecessarily on the pedals, and yeah, so this can fry your clutch, can overheat a lot. So that's the bad example over here. Now we will move on to the fix, and the fix to this is proper pedal position of your feet. So make sure that when you are not applying any input on the pedals, your feet just lightly touch the pedals. That can be the brake or the clutch, for example, with your left foot usually. And the second fix to this, or rather improvement, is the software calibration with the pedals. So in my case, I have the Smart Control that is from Heusenfeld, since I use the Heusenfeld Ultimate pedals. And so over here, we'll open the software app, and we want to set the dead zones, the top and bottom dead zones. So over here, as you can see on my left, that's the clutch pedal. And we want to do this for every pedal, make sure that our pedals are properly set up. As you can see now, I'm applying the clutch. And there's a small initial dead zone and the top end dead zone as well on the clutch pedal. On the brakes, I have an initial dead zone. And this has to do with the force then, the top dead zone. Then on the throttle, I don't have an initial dead zone, really. And now we go on to the good example. Over here, I have proper foot position on the pedals, so I'm not riding any clutch or trailing the brake unnecessarily, just riding on the brakes. So this is good. As you can see from before, where I was riding the clutch, I'm not riding the clutch anymore. I have good technique with the placement of my feet on the pedals, and my software is properly calibrated, so there's no unnecessary damage to the car and any limitation of power to the rear tires unnecessarily. So this is the replay of the good example, and so those two things should fix this very common mistake that beginners make especially. However, the thing to this is to make sure that you watch your replays and make sure you're not resting your foot on any of the pedals. Here's my Sim Drift Mastery ebook, it's linked in the top link below. It goes through many different aspects of drifting, it goes through competing, also driving techniques and setups, etc. I hope you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and like.